Hello, everyone. Welcome back.
Hey there! Great to be diving into this with you all today.
Today, we're tackling something that comes up all the time for English learners. Understanding fast, natural speech.
Oh yeah, that feeling when someone says something like, "What you doing?" and your brain is still trying to catch up with, "What are you?"
Exactly. It can feel, well, pretty overwhelming, like you're just missing everything.
Totally. But the good news is, it's learnable. Today we want to give you some real practical strategies.
That's the plan. To help you confidently understand those fast conversations, we'll look at why it sounds different.
What specifically you should listen for, and really importantly, how you can actually train your ears day to day.
Yeah, we'll even do some little practice bits along the way, so definitely stick around.
Okay, so first things first. Why is fast English so tricky? And it's really key to know this isn't, your fault. It's just how spoken English works.
Right. When people speak quickly, they naturally change things. One big one is linking. Yeah, like instead of saying go on, clear separation, the sounds merge. It often comes out more like goon.
Ah, okay. Smooths it out.
Exactly. And then there's reduction.
Abduction, right, like shortening things.
Precisely. So I'm going to almost always becomes I'm gonna.
Or want to becoming wanna. Super common. It just makes it flow faster.
And sometimes sounds just disappear altogether. Take next day. Often you won't hear that T in next. It sounds more like next day.
Huh. Next day. Yeah, you'd hear that. It's subtle, but it changes the sound.
It does. And we should probably briefly mention intonation, too.
Oh, right. The sort of music of English.
Yeah, the rise and fall of your voice. That rhythm can also make speech seem faster if you're not used to it.
Okay, so linking, reduction, dropped sounds, intonation. It sounds like a lot.
It can seem that way, but here's the good part. These things follow patterns. They aren't just random.
So you can learn to recognize them.
Absolutely. With the right strategies and some practice, it's about listening smarter, really, not just trying harder to hear every single sound.
Okay, listening smarter. I like that. So what's the first strategy?
Strategy number 1, focus on keywords. Don't stress about catching every the, a, or is.
Right, focus on the words that carry the main meaning.
Exactly. Like if someone asks, hey, are you going to come to the party tonight?
Oh, yeah.
Even if are you going to sounds a bit blurry. If you catch come party tonight, you've got the main idea.
Like grabbing the big rocks out of a stream, not every pebble.
Perfect analogy. You're listening for the important stuff.
Okay, keywords. Makes sense. What's next?
Strategy 2. Predict the meaning. Use the context.
Ah, like guessing what someone might say based on the situation.
Yes. Good listeners do this all the time without even realizing it. If you're at a coffee shop.
You're expecting questions about your order size, milk, that kind of thing.
Exactly. So even if the barista speaks quickly, your brain is already primed for certain phrases, which helps you understand. It's active listening.
Got it. So use context to anticipate. Nice. Strategy 3.
Recognize common reductions. We mentioned gaina, wanna.
Right, and you also hear gotta, forgot to.
Definitely. And others like did you, often becoming did ya,
Oh yeah, did you see that?
or would you, sounding like would ya, would you like a drink?
These happen all the time in natural speech.
You really do. So maybe even make a little list for yourself. Actively listen out for these common ones. It trains your brain.
Good idea. Okay, strategy 4.
This one is about practice chunk listening.
Chunk listening, meaning.
Listening for groups of words, short phrases, as a single unit, rather than trying to hear each word separately.
Okay, so like, what are you doing isn't 4 words.
Right, it often sounds like one chunk. What you doing? Hearing it as a chunk helps you process faster.
I see. Hear the phrase, not just the individual words inside it.
Precisely. And our 5th strategy is a really powerful practice technique. Mimic native speakers. It's often called shadowing.
Shadowing, that's where you repeat what you hear almost immediately.
Exactly. Find a short audio clip, TV show, podcast, whatever, and try to speak along with it. Copy the rhythm, the sounds, the pauses.
Feels a bit weird at first, maybe.
Maybe. But it's incredibly effective for tuning your ear and your pronunciation to the natural flow of English.
Okay, so let's quickly recap those 5. We had focus on keywords.
Predict the meaning based on context.
Recognize those common reductions like gonna, wanna.
Practice listening in chunks or phrases.
And finally, try shadowing mimicking native speakers.
Great. Even just picking 1 or 2 of those to work on can really start making a difference.
Definitely. So, shall we try putting some of this into practice? A little listening exercise.
Let's do it. We're going to play a short conversation. First, we'll read it quite slowly and clearly.
Okay.
Then we'll talk about some of the changes you might hear in faster speech before we play it again at a more natural conversational speed.
Got it. Listen slow first, analyze, then listen fast.
Exactly. Okay, here's the slow version. Listen closely.
Hey, Jack, are you going to the concert tonight?
Yeah, I'm thinking about it. Are you?
I want to, but I'm not sure if I'll finish work on time.
Well, if you make it, text me. We can meet at the entrance.
Okay, so that was the slow, careful version. Now let's think about how that might change when spoken faster.
Right. What did you notice might shift?
Well, that first question, are you going to the concert? In fast speech, are you often becomes are ya?
And going to.
Reduces to gonna, like we said. So probably more like, are you going to go to the concert?
Yeah, that sounds much more natural for quick speech. Anything else?
How about if you make it?
Yeah.
That you might soften to ya.
Good catch. If you make it. Absolutely.
And maybe text me? Could that run together?
Definitely. It can sound almost like one word. Text me. Less of a clear break.
Okay, so keeping those in mind, are you going to, if you make it, text me. Let's hear it again, but this time at a more natural speed.
All right, here's the natural speed version.
Hey, Jack, you can go to the concert tonight?
Yeah, I'm thinking about it. Are you?
I wanna, but I'm not sure if I'll finish work on time.
Well, if you make it, text me. We can meet at the entrance.
Okay, how did that feel? Maybe still a bit fast.
It might, and that's totally okay. Don't worry if you didn't catch every single detail.
The goal is to start noticing that smoother flow. Hearing those keywords pop out, concert, finish work, text me, meet even within the faster speech.
And a good way to practice this kind of thing on your own is listen slowly first. Maybe read along with a transcript if you have.
Then listen to the fast version again, and then try shadowing it. Repeat the fast version yourself.
Yes, that repetition really helps. You can do this with movie scenes, bits of songs, YouTube clips, whatever you find interesting.
Okay, so that exercise highlighted some of those changes. Now, let's talk a bit more formally about why English flows like that. It's called connected speech.
Connected speech, right. That's basically the reason natural fast English sounds the way it does, isn't it?
Pretty much. It's how words blend together. Ends of words connect to the beginnings of the next ones. It's efficient, but it makes it harder to hear individual words sometimes.
Like our "what you doing" example. It's not four separate sounds, it's one smooth phrase because of connected speech.
Exactly. Or think about, I am going to eat.
Okay.
Naturally, that becomes, I'm gonna eat.
Yeah.
The I am contracts to I'm, and the going to reduces and links smoothly. I'm gonna eat.
Makes sense. What about sounds changing when they meet?
Oh yeah, that happens too, like in did you eat?
Did you?
The I sound at the end of did and the I sound at the beginning of you often blend together.
Just make a J sound.
Yeah, so did you eat often sounds like did you eat? Or even jeet if it's super fast and casual. Jeet yet.
Wow. Okay, do you eat? That's a big change from the written form.
It is, and you see combinations too, like wanna go.
Okay, wanna go.
Often it's asked as a did you question, so did you wanna go? Becomes do you wanna go?
Ah, combining the did you to do you and the want to wanna.
Exactly. Do you wanna go?
Very common.
And we also mentioned sounds disappearing, like the deet in next day.
Right, or think about I have to go.
Okay, I have to go. You'll very often hear that as I have to go. The V sound in have changes to an F sound before the voiceless T of to, I have to go.
I have to go. Got it. So sounds blend, change, and even disappear.
That's connected speech in a nutshell. Should we do a quick drill? I'll say it clearly, then with connected speech.
Great idea. Let's train those ears. Ready, everyone?
Okay, first one, clear. What are you doing tonight? Connected. What have you tuned?
Clear. I'm going to call him later. Connected. I'm going to call him later.
Clear. Did you see it? Connected. You see her.
Okay. So hopefully you could hear those differences. Remember that smooth, sometimes blurry sound of fast English. That's often connected speech.
And the more you expose yourself to it, the more familiar those patterns become. It does get easier.
Definitely. Okay, let's try listening to a couple more quick real-life type dialogues now.
All right, practice session number 2. We'll do the same thing. Listen to a short, natural speed conversation, then we'll break it down.
Sounds good. Ready for dialogue 1? Here it comes.
Hey, what you up to tonight?
Nothing much, just gonna hang out.
You? Thinking about grabbing dinner. Want to come?
Sure, sounds good. What time?
Okay, pretty quick. Let's unpack it. That first line, what you up to tonight?
Yeah, classic connected speech for what are you up to tonight?
And then, nothing much, just gonna hang out.
There's our friend Gona again for going to.
Then, thinking about grabbing dinner.
Dropping the G on thinking and grabbing is common, and about often gets shortened to bout. Thinking about grabbing.
And the last question.
Wanna come? Straightforward reduction of wanna come.
See how it all flows together? It's all about smoothing out the sounds for speed.
Makes sense. Ready for dialogue number 2?
Let's hear it.
Did you see that movie last night?
Yeah, it was awesome. Loved it.
Think they'll make a sequel.
Hope so.
All right, another quick one. Let's break it down. Did you see?
Right. Did you see Blend again?
You did.
Then
Think they'll make a sequel.
they will. Contracting to thou. Very standard.
Big
Think they'll
fuck.
deal.
And the last line, hope so.
Notice the I's drop there. I hope so becomes just hope so. Super common in short, casual responses.
Good point. So again, it's about listening for these patterns, repeating them, maybe shattering them. That's how you get used to it.
Exactly. Now, hearing these examples is great, but let's also get some direct advice. We asked some native speakers for their top tips.
Oh, cool. What did they say? What's their advice for learners trying to crack this fast speech code?
Well, the first piece of advice that came up a lot was, don't try to catch every single word.
Okay. So don't stress about 100% comprehension.
Exactly. One person said, focus on the main idea. If you understand like 70 or 80%, you can usually follow along fine. Trying to get every tiny word can actually make you miss the main point.
That's really reassuring, actually. Even native speakers miss words sometimes, right? Especially if it's noisy or someone's mumbling.
Totally. Okay, the second big tip was train your ears with real, natural conversations.
Meaning, don't only listen to, like, slow textbook audio.
Right? Get into movies, podcasts, YouTube, reality TV,
Right.
anywhere people are talking naturally, quickly, with interruptions and background noise. That's the stuff you need to get used to.
Makes sense. Immerse yourself in the real thing.
And the third common tip was shadowing, which we've already talked about.
Repeating what you hear right after you hear it.
Yeah. Listen to a short phrase, pause, repeat it immediately. Try to copy the speed, the rhythm, the intonation. People swear by this, even just for 5 or 10 minutes a day.
Wow, okay. So the native speaker's advice boils down to don't stress about every word, listen to real stuff, and try shadowing.
Pretty much. Simple, but really effective if you apply it.
All right, so we know what to do. Let's talk about how to fit this into a busy life. Practical ways to practice daily.
Yeah, because consistency is really the name of the game here, right?
Yeah.
Little and often is better than trying to cram it all in once a week.
Definitely. So how can you weave listening practice into your day without it feeling like, a massive chore?
Well, one easy one is using media you already enjoy, watching movies or TV shows in English. Maybe start with subtitles in your own language, then switch to English subtitles, then try turning them off completely for a few minutes at a time. See what you can catch.
I like that progressive approach. No pressure to go cold turkey on subtitles immediately.
Exactly. Another great one is podcasts, like this one.
Hey, nice plug.
Well, but seriously, find podcasts on topics you find interesting. You can listen while you're commuting, doing housework, exercising. Even 10-15 minutes helps tune your ear.
That's a great use of downtime. And the third idea.
Try that shadowing practice just once a day. Find a short clip, maybe 30 seconds from something you listen to. Play a sentence, pause, repeat.
And don't worry about perfection, right?
Not at all. The goal is building the habit. Just getting your mouth and ears used to the sounds and rhythms. It adds up over time.
Okay, those are some really practical, manageable ideas. Use your media time, use your downtime, and do short bursts of active practice, like shadowing.
Exactly. Consistency over intensity.
Brilliant. Okay, I think that brings us towards wrapping up our thoughts on this.
Yeah, feels like we've covered a lot of ground.
We have. And first off, a really big thank you to all of you listening for sticking with us through this discussion on mastering faster English.
Absolutely. It's a challenging area, we know that, but hopefully you feel a bit more equipped now. Remember, understanding fast speech is achievable.
It really is. Just keep those key ideas in mind. Focus on the big picture, the keywords.
Make listening a daily habit, even if it's just for a short time.
And please, don't beat yourself up if you miss things. It's normal.
So normal.
Yeah.
Native speakers blend words, drop sounds, speak quickly. That's just how it is. Your job is to train your ears to expect and recognize those patterns.
And that training happens through consistent exposure and practice. It's like, working out, isn't it? You wouldn't expect huge results from one gym session.
Exactly. Short, regular practice makes a much bigger difference in the long run.
And try to keep it enjoyable. If you're listening to things you actually find interesting, it won't feel like studying.
Definitely. Use shows you like, Podcasts about your hobbies, music you love. Make it fun.
Trust the process. You will get better. Every time you listen, even passively sometimes, your brain is learning and adapting.
And please remember, making mistakes, misunderstanding things, that's not failure. That's just learning happening. It's essential.
So well said. Keep practicing, everyone. Stay curious, stay motivated.
And try to enjoy the journey of becoming a more confident English listener. Thanks so much for tuning in today.
We hope this was helpful. Happy listening, and we'll catch you next time.